fast and you doing what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want.
My tree is dying.
Oh my gosh, my mom's too. And then she put it outside to to see if it'll give it some life or something like that. And it's like brown. It's dead.
I have one palm, one thing that's really brown. The rest are fine.
Yeah.
I put some water in it because I hadn't watered it since I got it. I put some water in it and Shamar opened the door on it so I could get some sun. And then I sung to it because the lady that I worked with told me that you're supposed to sing to your plants. So hopefully it comes back to life, but it's not. You can just kind of see how it's a little brown on the ends.
Not you sung to the tree.
Yeah, I don't know what I can't remember what I sung to it, but I did. Somebody told me that it brings it back to life. So
Well, I hope it does.
yeah, me too. It's $15. I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, because my mom, she put it outside and then it was raining and that junk fell over and it's done for.
No, it fell over.
Yeah, I don't know why it fell over, but it's it's laying down now. So, welcome back. Episode
Episode
3.
3.
How was your week?
As soon as you asked, I felt like I couldn't remember any of it, but the highlight, I low-key had a terrible week. Just, I don't know. I got drunk by myself, which is something that said I would never do, and I judge people for doing that because why would you do that? I'm the kind of
Yeah.
person I can't even stomach alcohol by myself. It's like I can't. But I was literally stumbling. I got, I got home from work, and of course it was Cutwater. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, always lemon drop every single time. I think I drank one and a half, and I was belligerent. And so,
What?
yeah. And so I went to sleep, and I woke up the next day, and I felt terrible. And I'm like, yeah, no. But that was weird because, like I said, I don't usually I don't do that. I just kind of, let things happen. But no, I drank. Not doing
Yeah.
that anymore. But the best part of my week was seeing Sinners. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go
So,
see it again.
is it a scary movie or not? Like, I'm so
It's not
confused.
scary. It's not
Okay.
scary whatsoever. It has a horror element, but it's not scary. There's maybe 2 jump scares. If you're jumpy, I jumped, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd like it. You probably think it was like evil, but and I could see how people are saying that, but I don't see it as that. I think it just makes you think. It provokes your thought, and I've seen a lot of discourse of people saying, that it's this and it's that, but it's a really good movie. There's a lot of layers. It addresses a lot of issues in history, so I loved it. I'd see it again. That was probably the best thing that happened this week. Was seeing that.
Yeah. I need to see it. I was supposed to go see it with like a couple of my friends and then I don't know what happened and I didn't go and
Mhm.
I don't know. I gotta see that and I need to see Thunderbolts, the Marvel movie.
I don't know nothing about Marvel.
Uh, Yeah, I freaking love Marvel. So, maybe one day I'll just go by myself.
I don't know nothing about it. Is who's in Marvel? Batman, Spider Man.
No. No. Batman's DC.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, so it's Spider-Man, like Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, freaking Captain America. Um, I'm trying to think of like the Avengers. I freaking love it. I watched it in timeline order. So good.
Oh, how
Oh my
did you do
gosh.
that?
So on Disney, actually, Disney Plus, they have it to where they put like the order together for you.
Hmm.
So like, when the movies come out, it's in a different like time. So on Disney Plus, they have it to where it's in order of
Oh,
the events, and it's so fire.
so how many is it to watch? It's probably like 1,000.
Girl. No, it's I want to say movie wise, I don't know. I'll guess and say like 15.
Okay, that's not bad.
Like 15, I don't think 20. Maybe it could be 20. Um and then there's shows as well, the series of some of the characters. So, and there's like also new characters coming out too. So I want to say there's about like 10 shows,
Okay.
maybe a little bit more. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. But it took me about maybe like 2 to 3 months to finish it. But that's because I wasn't like watching it around the clock neither. It was, whenever I got home, I would watch it,
Oh, okay.
um, and stuff like that. But like if I was watching it around the clock, I would have watched it a lot faster. But it was really good. It was really good. I mean, if you like, stuff like that, then I would say watch it. But you might
Okay.
get bored. I don't think you would do it.
I mean, I liked WandaVision. I loved
Oh, okay.
WandaVision. So I
Okay.
probably would like it. I just never grew up watching it. So
Yeah.
I didn't even know where to jump in. So it's just, but I probably, if I started it, I would like it. I don't know, I just like really anything. If,
Yeah.
yeah. So I probably
Yeah.
would like it.
Yeah, so if you like WandaVision, which that's probably like the best series, Marvel series, WandaVision was too
So
good.
good.
Yeah, so but I have two older brothers, so that's why like I was always kind of into Marvel because of them. But um but then like all of like these shows and like movies coming out and everything like that,
Hmm.
I went ahead and watched it in order, and that was like the best thing because it just makes so much more sense now.
Because they
So
don't come out in order, right?
no, girl, it'd be all over the place. There's so many movies, and it's just like in different parts. Like it could just have came out last year and it's like in the beginning of the timeline order.
Mm.
So, but now the what's coming out is kind of like it's in order now. It's not like within the timeline. I don't know. I would have to like show it to you for you to understand because I'm not explaining it well.
Okay.
But it's fire.
I'll have to look into it for real. Anything like any classic movies. I don't think I really grew up watching movies. So I don't so
Mhm.
like a lot of like movies everyone's seen, I probably haven't seen it. Like I've seen Friday, but I mean that's what I can think of. Like I've seen the Fridays, but
You've seen all of them? How many? There's like
there's
three, right?
3. I've seen the first one the least. I've seen the Christmas one the most, and with the other one I've
Oh.
seen a couple times. I can't stand the Christmas one because I've seen it so many times.
Yeah, I think I've seen the first one the most, and then I've seen the Christmas one, and then the other one's kind of just like a blur.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I remember watching it and like I don't know. I guess we were young, and but my mom she would be like, "Close your eyes," when like the weird stuff would come on, and they'd be like,
Yeah.
but she'd be like, "Close your eyes," and I'd be like, "Okay."
I My family, we always watched movies together. Like, I guess it wouldn't even be like we had like a designated day, but like there would be some time within the week that we just all like sat down and we would like watch a movie. And I remember one time when I got older, so we were um in Georgia, and I had to be like maybe like my freshman year or something like that, or my sophomore year, and my parents were telling me to come downstairs to like watch a movie with them. And I think maybe my one of my brothers, or maybe both of them, were down there too watching, but I was on the phone with one of my friends and I didn't want to go down to watch the movie with them. And I was like, no, like I don't want to. And they took my phone.
I feel like that's something that would happen to me though. Like and it's crazy when you're in middle school, high school, nothing is more important than like talking
Being
to
on the
your
phone with your friend.
friends. I was on the phone so much.
I was too. I was always on FaceTime,
Always
never
on the
failed.
phone. Mind you, no job. Like, just saw these people 6 hours ago. What are we talking about? Like,
Literally.
I was scrolling on, like, doing a deep dive on Instagram, and you ever just come across an account and it's like a time capsule because like say they stop posting or it's someone's old account and it's
Oh yeah.
literally like 2014. Like, it was so simple. Times were so simple. It's so nostalgic.
No,
It's weird because
for
it's
real.
like that was 5 years ago, but like,
Hmm.
I don't know. Instagram was so simple then. I remember when Instagram was brown, like
Me
brown app.
too.
I remember
Yes.
before videos. I remember when
Yes.
Snapchat first came out, before the filters, when it was
Yes.
just, man,
It was just the pictures, no
yeah, no
stories.
videos. I remember when you had
Yes.
best friends lists and you could see everyone's best friend, and then
I don't remember that.
yes, it would have your
No.
best friends and you could see everyone's. Man, I've been on Snap for a minute. Have you ever been one of those people, like, I know I have a friend, she's talking to a dude and they're in something's rocky. She's like looking at his Snap score and being like,
Oh my
"Oh,
God.
he texted me. He has to text me, but his Snap score went up."
Oh my God. I used to do that all the time, bro. Like back in the day,
And
like
nah, this was
not
like three
now.
months ago.
Oh no, I don't do that now. But like, okay, if it's like someone that like I'm really like tripping about, you feel me?
No, if it gets
Then
bad enough, then I'm a. First of all, I don't use Snapchat at this
yeah.
point. So any man, grown man, mind you, it's a
Yeah,
little different for me.
it is. It is.
Anybody trying to snap me, red flag. Because what do you mean, Snapchat?
See,
No.
oh no. I mean, no,
Ugh.
like if a guy comes up to me and is like, "Oh, let me get your snap," then I mean, I'm gonna give him my snap. I'd rather give him my snap than my number, not gonna lie. But like that's just like some random. But I can see what you're saying, like, whatever. If it's someone that like I kind of know or whatever the case is, and then they're like trying to talk to me and they ask for my snap instead of my number, then like you're crazy.
Yeah, it's just
Like
like
that's a red flag.
you're not serious.
Yeah.
A grown man, no.
Yeah. Actually, okay, so someone that I, like kind of know or whatever, um, he asked like somehow, I don't know, whatever, and I gave him my number and my Snapchat because he had
Hmm.
mentioned on Snapchat, and I was like, oh yeah, I'd be on Snapchat, whatever. So I gave him my snap and my number. He snapped me.
Ew.
He didn't text me. Mind you, he's older too.
Ew.
And I'm like, hmm, like that's like I wasn't expecting him to Snapchat me, which was fine. But
I
then
know. Why?
it wasn't
Why?
even look, it wasn't even pictures. It was the messages on Snapchat. Babe, you could have just texted me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
why are
crazy.
you snapping me on Snapchat's message?
Yeah, that's actually insane.
It's
Okay,
crazy.
if you're above the age of 25, and I really think it's more serious for guys. If you're over 25 and you're using Snap, it's time to give it a rest. As a male,
I
you shouldn't be. That should not be your main
understand.
form of communication.
Yeah.
Text, write a
That's that's
letter, send an
that's what I'm
email.
saying. See, okay, so like for me, like you know the texting, like how we were talking about it last week, like texting it just be too much. So like I'm gonna send an audio. But like me on Snap, I be sending videos because I'm like, bro, I'm not finna type this out. So I'll just be, whatever, driving, like whatever. And I'm just talking and I'm sending a video. So most of the time I'm just sending a picture. Most of the time.
Yeah, I literally don't use Snap. You and Maggie are my only streaks. I do not use Snapchat. It's not, it's not for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
None of my friends are on Snap either. I had
Then that's
streaks.
understandable.
I killed them all because I can't. I'm not consistent with anything. So mm-mm.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I had a streak that was like over 3,000
Oh, brother.
days. Yeah, it started my freshman year of high school. And then it probably ended like maybe like 3 years ago because my friend's account got hacked.
Who is
And
hacking Snap?
I have no idea, but his account got hacked and whatever. And then from then on, like, the streak broke, couldn't get it back. And then he made a new one and then he stopped going on like Snapchat. So I don't talk to him like on Snap or anything like that. But that was my highest, like
Mm-mm.
3,000, and it was up there too.
I'll be
Almost
lucky to
4,000.
make it to 100. But you know what? You know what's actually insane? I have Snapchat Plus, and I refuse to get rid of Snapchat Plus.
What?
Yeah.
What? I don't have Snapchat Plus.
Yes, I have
What
Snapchat Plus.
what's the
What does it
Snapchat Plus?
do? Well, my Snapchat icon is customizable. It's different. I think it's
Okay.
green or something. My Snapchat format is all dark green. Um, I can revive one streak a month, I think. I don't know.
That is sick.
So the time that I did use Snap was during my white boy era, and that's probably why I don't use Snap because I'm not there anymore. So they love that. That's their jam. So
Yeah,
um I
facts.
don't I don't really be on there like that, but I refuse to get rid of Snapchat Plus. I don't know why. It just feels so luxurious, and it's the little things in life. So
Yeah, speaking of white boys,
I'm sorry.
no, you're good. So, this white boy, right? We had a class in high school together. And like like those friends that like you have a class with and like y'all are just like kicking it so hard or whatever, but then once that class is over, it's like,
Right.
relationship kind of dead. It's dead. But like it's like weird because after high school and like you see them, it's like, oh, like hey, like oh my gosh, whatever. Y'all know each other because you remember like the relationship that you had in that class, which is so like it's just so weird. Like being out of high school and like being back my hometown or whatever, and like seeing literally, I have seen so many people that I went to high school with. I
Me
literally see
too.
somebody every single day.
And I turn around and go the opposite direction, or I put my
Yeah.
head down, or I
Well,
disappear.
no, I do that too, but like, the people that, I know that I had like a cool relationship with them, I'll say hey to them or whatever.
Don't
But
think I
like I
had
don't do
any.
too much. I'll say hey. But so there was the one white boy, it was like a group of us or whatever, and like me and my friends were cool with him or whatever. And so like we were like this group or whatever, and I saw him the other day and I waved to him and he waved back to me. Then like I want to say like a week or two goes by and he sends me a Snapchat, and it's just like half of his face or whatever. And so I sent him a picture back or whatever. And so we
Mhm.
were going back and forth, I guess, for a little bit. And then it created like 3-day streak. And then he unadds me. Cause then I don't know what I was looking at. Cause I saw that like it was like the 3-day streak, and I was like trying to get rid of that. And so like I had clicked on his name to see like whatever, to see if I could do something of like getting rid of it, cuz I was like looking, I was like we weren't even like Snapchatting for 3 days. Mind you, we weren't even talking. Like I just had sent him a picture and like that was it. And um and then I go and then it says like this user, something about like the blocking or something, that they can't see your messages or whatever, and then basically they freaking
Right.
unadded you. And I'm like, why you unadd me? I didn't do
Yeah.
anything. You're the one
That's
that sent me. And I feel like that's so weird.
that is weird.
Like, that made zero sense to me.
There's probably a girl who's like, who you snapping?
Probably so, because when I saw him, he was with a girl and we went to high school with her. But like, that's just
That's
weird.
weird. It is weird. They'd be weird. Men, that is. I couldn't imagine being in like a marriage and your husband your husband has streaks. Like when, at what point is enough enough? I think that's what
You're
I'm trying to
right.
get to.
Okay.
When is it
Okay.
time to cut it off? Imagine it's your wedding day. Your husband's sending fucking streaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, divorce.
I feel you, but like,
You're
just let
not
us
letting
be.
Sam. That's fine. Respect. I'm like
No.
that about like maybe Reddit. I love Reddit. I be
I
on
don't have
Reddit.
that. I don't have it. Don't know what it is.
What?
Yeah, I
It's
don't know.
nerdy, but it's like forums and discussions, and for every niche group, there's a group. So I don't know how to describe it, but you just
So
have
like
to.
it's like reading.
Yeah, it's just words. Really, some people
Oh
have
yeah. Got me,
some
got me
like
out
you
the
can
house.
put pictures, but like there's a Reddit for every kind of group. So if I want to look up true crime, I search true crime, and there's a Reddit group, and there's people who post, and there's I love
Period.
Reddit. It's probably one of my favorite apps.
Well, period.
That's my I
Look.
love it.
Oh my gosh, do you remember Kick?
You know, that's such a touchy subject for me.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, I haven't told you the lore. So, me and Josie, you know her. We love her. So,
Yes.
in sixth grade, we were the messiest of all messy. Like,
Respect.
messy since day one. So, there was this guy, and everyone kind of liked him. Everyone had a crush on him. I'm not even gonna lie. He was like 6 feet tall, light skin. So like back then, everybody just liked him. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
He was dating a girl who I guess people didn't like. I don't know. So me and Josie made an account, a fake Kick account, and I'm pretty sure we had to have used fake pictures, and we started DMing him, and like not DMing, kicking him, and
Like flirting with them?
yeah,
Okay.
got that ass, screenshot,
Oh,
made
you sent
another
it to the
kick
girl.
called "Still Your Man,"
Oh, sh-
and we sent it to his girlfriend.
oh, that's messy.
Oh, we were bad. We were
I
bad.
thought I thought I was messy.
No, me and Josie have so much lore. It's
That
crazy.
that is actually like too fun. That's low key
That's
iconic.
terrible. Cause why?
That's
And she
I'm over
stayed.
here
She
like
didn't
gassing it
leave.
up.
He denied it when there's literal proof,
Shut up.
and
So
she
wait, like,
stayed.
oh my gosh, they continued?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. That is too funny. I
yeah.
cannot.
I've never spoke that to anybody ever besides her.
That is so funny. I can't. I mean, I used to like change my name and like you would change your name to like your crush's name and like or like initial and
No. And
stuff
if
like
you went through
that.
something, then your profile picture was black.
Oh, yes.
Blacked out.
Boy, was that thing black.
But I don't know if I ended up on the wrong side of Kick because, and honestly, they're like, it was some old weird people on there, and there was no regulation. There was no, like, anybody could get in contact with you. We were talking to old ass men.
Oh no, babe.
See,
I don't know what y'all were.
I'm telling you, we make jokes about it all the time, but it wasn't just us. Because I've seen people make TikToks and they're like, dang, like,
Yeah,
Kick was like that. And we weren't seeking them out, but there was just no, like, protection for,
that's crazy. I never
yeah.
had that. I mean,
Oh,
I just had everybody that like, I was going to school with
no,
and stuff
girl.
like that. That's
Mm-mm.
crazy. You know them what was it? The rates and the to be honest?
Oh,
Boy,
that's what I'm
oh my
saying.
God.
Like, I miss. There was
I
nothing
miss
like
that
a
so much.
cool, crisp fall Saturday. Everyone's out of school. You got the To
Right.
Be Honest post, the rates early in the morning or late at night Friday. Everybody's out of school.
Yes. Or the the man crush Monday, the woman
It
crush
was a simpler
Wednesday.
time.
You feel me? Oh my gosh, okay. I have a story for that.
Oh,
The woman crush, man crush, whatever. So I remember it was my birthday. Okay.
oh.
And my cousin was visiting for whatever reason. Why wasn't she in school? But whatever. And she was over here, whatever. And it was my birthday. And I had posted my man crush Monday. You know, mind you, I had my parents on my Instagram.
So you were bold.
Yes, but I told them, I was like, it's just my friend. Like, this is just like what we do or whatever. It wasn't nothing, for real. And so my cousin went and like was, I don't know what, instigating or like, oh, that's her boyfriend and this, that, and the third, which it was my boyfriend. But like, we were dating for like 2 weeks. Like, mind you, we're in like we had to be in the seventh grade. And so I get home, my parents over here, oh, we need to talk, whatever. Oh, your boyfriend and what? And this, that, and the third going off on me. And it's because my cousin snitched on me.
Not she snitched.
Yes. And I was like, oh my gosh, on my birthday.
No, that's
I'm over
crazy.
here. Yes, I'm over here crying and whatever. I was in my room and stuff like that. And I'm like, dang, like that's sick. That
That's
is so sick.
we would have had to throw hands at that point, because
Yes.
but
Yes,
what,
that
now that you bring that up, I think it's so interesting how, as people, and I guess it really just kind of depends on the people, but like, we went from man crush Monday, woman crush Wednesday, to now it's like, do I post my man? Should I? Like, how did we go from being so loud and proud
yeah.
to now everyone's on the hush? I don't get the not posting.
Yeah, I don't get that neither.
I think now I don't post at all just because I don't know. I just haven't in a while. I'm not gonna. My first post is not gonna be you, because that's
Yeah.
crazy. But
That
it's
that's
not
different.
like
Yeah.
a secret. Like, I don't get that. Why live in the shadows,
I
man?
have no idea.
It's I don't know. I don't like it, and I especially like, I don't know. I've seen some of my friends like, wouldn't he just wouldn't post her. And I'm like, what? Like, why?
Yeah. People know like when I'm in a relationship and when I'm not in a relationship. I feel like this last one, my last relationship, I don't think I really OD'd because there's some people that don't know like that we're not in a relationship anymore. Um, but then there's some that obviously figure because I was literally with him on a day-to-day basis. So, but there's like I have a friend, you would not know she's literally in a full-blown relationship, but it's more so because of her man's like he doesn't fool with like social media. He just doesn't like being on social media. I mean, I have a couple friends that are like that, honestly. Like,
I mean, I get it. I think
yeah,
the best thing you can do is reassure your partner. If your partner doesn't really care for it, okay. But if you
yeah,
see that it's nagging them or it bothers them, and you still don't like put yourself aside and be like, okay, it may not be
yeah,
important for me, but it's important to them. So I need to,
yeah,
do what's best for, y'all. But there just has to be
yeah.
that, like, compromise wherever it needs to be. You
Oh
gotta be
yeah,
willing to compromise.
yeah.
I feel
Because
like.
like if your partners, both of you are full blown on social media, posting and stuff and not posting each other, I think that's crazy and sick. You don't have to do it all the time. You don't have to OD, whatever. But it's like, there's also some people that I know, like they're in a relationship, hitting people up, you know? And I'm like, that's weird because like I know you're in a relationship and you're DMing me or like you have something going on with a female that I know about and like you're DMing me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's just weird.
Trickery, sickery.
Yeah. No. Okay, so do you want to do like it's not really a game, but like pet peeves over oversharing every detail of life.
No. Other one.
Fake humble brag posts. How do you feel about that?
Can you say that again? I'm not
Like
comprehending.
like fake humble brag posts. So like
Oh,
people like posting and they're like trying to like brag in a sense, but it's like trying to come off as humble, but it's
yeah.
really not.
Block.
You know, honestly,
Because
cause what?
I ain't got time for that.
Yes, loud TikTok scrolling in public places. How do you feel about that? Is that a pet peeve?
I hate. That's a whole, one of my biggest pet peeves is people having private ass conversations in public
Oh my
places.
god.
Being that I work in a very public place, like, I told you
Yeah,
this. It'd be delivery drivers in there at 4 o'clock in the morning on the phone with their boo. What you doing, babe? Yeah,
that's
I'm
right.
just throwing boxes. Oh, I ain't doing nothing. Box throwing. Like, come. And then I'm here and I'm like I want to say good morning. I don't want to say good morning, but it's expected for me to say good morning. I don't like need no kind of like it's just too much. It's
Yeah.
too much. I cannot stand or I've seen it where like somebody will be walking and they're having like a custody battle on the phone. Oh, she's at my place this week. Blah, 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 blah. Like that bothers me so
Yeah.
much. Like I
Like, how are
hate.
they so comfortable having these personal conversations out in public mad loud?
And the phone be on speaker.
The speaker is what drives me insane. Like, some people being on the phone, like, sometimes, like, depending on what they're saying, it's funny. And I'd be laughing. You want to have the conversation in front of me, I'm gonna laugh. But when it's on speaker, bro,
No,
that
it's
jumps
sick.
actually it irritates me so bad.
It's
And because it
sick.
be mad loud. It don't even
Loud
be
and
like
it be like I
low.
don't need to know the details of your life. I don't.
Exactly.
And I don't want to. PDA. I hate it. To an
Hmm.
extent, like I mean, don't get me wrong, like but you shouldn't be two grown adults like full on mouth kissing in a public place.
Oh no. I saw that the other day on
I'd
the
be
aisle.
sick to
Like,
my
bro,
stomach.
what are you doing?
Like, come on. It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
People don't know really. I think a lot of people lack social awareness and, like, don't really know what is acceptable in public and what's
100%.
not. Like, you should not. Oh, back to. I hate for someone to be having an argument out loud. And I mean, if they be like mad, like teed up, da, 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 like
Yeah.
it's too
I feel you.
much. I can't. You think
It
you're gonna
does.
get mad at me? I look at you the
Yeah.
wrong way. Now you're mad at me.
Now you're gonna start cussing me
Yeah,
out
and
when I'm just looking at you because you're
yeah,
yelling. When you're standing in a line and someone is basically on your freaking back, bro. Girl, that junk pisses me off so bad.
no,
I'm
it's so
like,
bad.
literally. So every single time, especially like when I'm with my parents and we're traveling, and we're in line trying to get through TSA, someone's always down my freaking back. And I always bend down and I'm like, you want to jump on
Yeah,
my back? Like, you know what I'm
social
saying?
awareness, bro.
I'm like, yes. What don't you understand? Mind you, the pandemic, 6 feet.
Yeah,
Like, please, I want you to still stay 6 feet back. Cause why are you on top of me? I should not be able to feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
yeah.
should not be able to feel you. I That's like my top one. That actually irks me. That I literally
Especially from an old
look back.
man.
Yes. Yes. I'm like, that's one thing, everything else, I'll just avoid it. I'll get be upset or whatever and I'll avoid it. But that I will actually look back at you and I will make a
Yeah,
comment to my parents mad loud, like, dang, they on top of my back. Just so that they could back up. Cause it's so annoying.
we agree.
Just got me heated.
I completely agree. I forgot about that, but I literally be like, I'll be just mad. Like,
Yes.
move.
Yes, move for real. Being left on red.
Not
Is
really.
that
I'm
yeah,
the worst. You have to know your people. That's all it boils down
yeah,
to. Because
yeah,
sometimes if someone sends me a message and I just don't have like the time to, I don't want to give a half-ass response.
yeah.
So I may like bookmark it and then come back to it and then like we can have a discussion about it. But I'd rather do that than to just be like, oh okay, because then like that's
Yeah.
worse. That's much worse. So no, it doesn't really.
If I open it, I'm not coming back to it because I forget.
That's real.
I'd be forgetting. So like if I don't have the time, like I just need to like leave it alone. But if I open it, and I do that a lot, and then I'd be like, "Dang, this person didn't text me back."
I'm
And
bad
then
about that.
I go to the message, and it's that I left them
And at
unopened,
some point,
and I'm
you
like,
gotta know you just don't even need to respond. If it's been 4 days, it's disrespectful to respond at that point. Just
"Oh, I
mm-mm.
respond." I feel like that's not
Nah, it
disrespectful. That's not
depends.
disrespectful.
Nah, to I have a friend, love him to death. He pops in like we have a group chat. It's me and my two friends, and so one of them like he'll respond if I send something. He'll respond. The other one will respond like a week and a half later. Baby, I'm on a new life right now. I'm not talk. I don't even know what we were talking about. Like, no, at that point,
Yeah.
just roll with into the next conversation. Don't try to go. It's too
Yeah.
much,
No, I'll respond because
man.
I do it to one of my friends. I don't know why. It's always him, and I'll click it, and I'll be like at work or whatever, so I can't respond back.
Mhm.
And then days will go by, and I'll be like, "Dang, I haven't heard from him in a minute." And then I'll go and I'll click on it. But he does the same thing to me too.
Okay.
Most of the time, it's me saying, "Oh my god, I opened the message and I didn't respond back to you. I'm so sorry." That's like
Mm.
really me responding back. I don't really necessarily respond back to the conversation,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's just me saying, "Oh my god, like I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. I
Right.
opened it and then, went out my head."
That makes sense. I do that
Yeah.
sometimes. Oh, I see one is people who are always late. I can't say a thing because if anyone knows me, they
She
know
be
that I
late.
will be late. I, in true African American fashion, am going to make a late appearance. I'm sorry. I tried. Believe me, I'm stressed out. My anxiety's through the roof. I've ran 3 red lights. I've cussed 2 people out because I couldn't find my shoe, because I couldn't find my keys, because I couldn't find my lip gloss. Like,
She be late
to
to
know
everything.
me is to know that I will not. Josie got to the point to where she started telling me like the wrong time.
Oh yeah,
And I was like,
100%.
dang, it's like, but it's like that. I can't be mad. I take accountability. I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, I don't be late. Yes. I'm late to everything. But don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I know the importance of time. It's that ADHD. It's an internal thing.
I think you just you take your time with everything, you know? And me, oh, I be fast with everything. Like I be wanting to like, come on, like let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
so I 100% could get irritated of you
Yeah.
taking forever.
It's me
But like
too. Like, I be mad too.
so freaking, the last episode I was talking about like me being on the go and like that's just, what I need to do or like, that's just where I'm at. And I was like, but I feel like it's catching up to me, babe. It caught up. So it was right after the episode. I literally went to work. I got up extremely tired. My mental not great. I was like, I can't even do it. Left work early home. I actually passed out
That's how it be.
for 14 hours.
14
14
is crazy, but
hours.
I've done that, so I can't even.
I was
That's the
like,
kind of
yeah.
sleep that you wake up tired from.
Yes, and I really did. I didn't eat. I had nothing to drink the whole day. So I was like more than 24 hours with no food in my system. I woke up. I was tired and I was like, come on.
I've
I slept
definitely,
for more than half a day.
I've definitely done that. I think if I have anything else that just irks my nerves, my sister as a whole,
Your sister?
yeah,
Your sister is your pet peeve.
literally. Like we get into it every single day.
Every day?
Yep.
But it
Sunday we
don't be
got into
nothing.
it. We were 30 minutes late for church and we didn't talk the whole ride. And so we get in church and she has a long face. And so my cousin's in the choir and she's like, "What's wrong with Shamara?" And I'm like, I turned to Shamara and said, "She said, what's wrong with you?" And then she starts talking to me in church. And I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." I don't know. We really just go back and forth playing the flame game with each other, and we're both in the wrong. And so it's no, you did it, or no, you did it, or no, you did it. And then we just get mad. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't have sisters.
It's
I got two
enough to
brothers.
get on my nerves. People who don't use turn signals, yeah. I hate that.
Really? I mean, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I do too, but like not to like where it's
No,
gonna like
it really
actually piss me
bothers
off.
me. Because how am
Oh,
I supposed to know what you're doing?
yeah, you're right.
Oh, I hate if I'm texting someone and I like spell something wrong or like if they do it, I'm gonna be like, "Ooh, you dumb." But if I do it, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's all over." Like they think I'm stupid. So that's like me. Like I hate when I say something wrong. Like I will always go back and correct myself, even if no one else brings attention to it. I'm gonna correct myself. I'm gonna do a little asterisk.
And you made the thumbnail for the first.
And usually I'll notice it, but
So for the first episode, she made a thumbnail and it had like writing of like basically like what we talked about, and she spelled relationship wrong. It was a M instead of an N. And I had told her, and she felt so embarrassed.
yeah, I
It's
that's like
okay. It
that's
happens.
solidified history of me being dumb, man. I don't even.
Negative. It's literally the button is right next to it. Like stuff happens.
Do you ever wonder why the keyboard is not alphabetical?
I have no idea. Yeah.
I took a typing class in middle school, but like, who is it randomized?
I really don't know. In high school, we had like I guess it was like a business class kind of, but the first half it was basically teaching us how to type on a keyboard.
Yes.
And I actually followed what it was doing and like, practicing actually. So I really could type on a keyboard and not have to look. But like I'm not like
Oh,
professional and I'm not
yeah.
super
You're
fast
supposed to do
either.
like ASD and then the other ones, and then you like move up. I hated that. Somebody called my voice deep at work. I
What?
was talking and I said thank you. And then it was a dude, and so them in like a obviously deeper voice were like, "Thank you," and I was like,
No.
and then somebody else laughed.
Canceled.
So yeah, I don't really talk at work no more. Cause what do you mean?
Oh my gosh. You
That
talking about work, it made me think of somebody there. And I literally had a dream about them because I was going through my Snapchat memories because I was trying to do like one of like the TikTok trends, and of course the whole group was coming up.
oh, that's who said it.
Of course. Of course. And so the whole group was coming up or whatever. And so I'm watching like the videos and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, like shit's crazy, like very upsetting, but whatever. I had a dream and like one part that I do remember is that like I thought that me and that person were still cool.
Oh,
And then I had went to like they like left me and I went to go say something to that person and they were like no, I don't fuck with you. Like, whatever. Like, I don't fuck with you. And I was like, damn, like, what? And like, they started doing like their laugh, like how they do or whatever. And I was like, damn. And then like, I just like had backed up and then I don't remember.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like,
Maybe
that
just
was
being
so
weird.
upsetting.
That whole stuff is still so weird to me.
Yeah.
It like I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. I understand. Don't get me wrong. And I know, like, I know what I did wrong, you know? And, but those were never my intentions, you know? And I tried to explain that, you know? And I know I'm not a perfect person. I know I'm not a perfect friend, you know? I try my best, but like those things weren't my intention. And it was just like a gang up on me. And I already felt like an outsider too because I wasn't black. My skin isn't black. You know, yeah, I have it in me. You know, that's part of me and everything like that, but because I'm so light and I'm not black, like I'm always, you know, like the outsider. And that was like a really big thing. Like, I don't know if I ever told you, they used to call me Massa. That's not fucking funny. It's not funny.
No, you didn't tell me that. It's not funny,
Yes.
but I wasn't expecting that. It's not funny.
This bitch.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yes. And like at first they were like saying it as like a joke because I was the lightest one, you know. But then it got to a point where it was like they were actually like being for real and that shit actually really irritated me. Cuz like
Right.
stop. You know, like
Yeah.
now you're doing too much.
Yeah.
You know, like
There's
at
no
first it was
friend group if you're like, you know,
yeah,
it's
being
not a group
like
at that point.
yeah, like if you're being if there's an outsider, you know, like or you're just always like making fun of the one person and then everybody was getting into it. And so like that was so first it was just the one person, which that was the person that I had the dream about. um that I thought that I was still cool with, but obviously not. Um that person's that started it, and then the other person started dragging it
Hmm.
and making it more of a like, oh yeah, massa. So shit's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. And if you're friends with someone, like you just have to know. Like I said, knowing your people. If you see that
Yeah,
something makes someone uncomfortable, you gotta be like, all right, like it's not.
yeah.
Your laugh can't be bigger than your friendship. You can't,
Hmm.
like you can't
Yeah,
value something like that over being friends. But everything ends up working out. So, it is what it is,
yeah.
unfortunately, for
I
better
know.
or worse.
Yeah, that stuff was like the dream. It was low key like that part wasn't getting in my head when I was watching the memories. That was getting in my head. And you know, also like seeing memories of like my relationship too.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, the wrong day to do it. Because it was Mother's Day, the wrong day to
Oh,
do
yeah.
it. Yeah. And so I was like, bruh, I had my little tears and I kept it pushing. But not nothing too much. I didn't allow it to like fully take
Right.
over me. Because it
Right.
is what it was. You know, I'm the bad person. and I just have to kind of accept that, and it is what it is, and learn from that and keep it pushing. Okay, so it's the end of the episode 3.
Like, comment, subscribe, share with everyone.
Yeah. Who should they send it to this week?
Who did we talk about this week? Send it to like your annoying sibling.
Yes.
Send it to someone you know who talks out loud in public.
And send it to someone super messy.
Yes. Send it to the messiest person you know.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, guys.
Bye.